Southern California has a new modern home for NFL football, and it is this place, wondrous SoFi Stadium here in Inglewood. Straight ahead, it's Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a great one in store between the Baltimore Ravens and the Los Angeles Chargers. The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC wildcard game. Fields this way up at the 17. They'll run it for the first time with Williams. Williams is going to have the first down and a little more. And down to the 27-yard line. 48 yards rushing for him now as he has started this wild card round with a flourish. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 24-yard line.
6 yards left on second down. They'll run. This is Gus Edwards. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Here's Jackson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 on a Charger TD. And we'll see if that pick 6 looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome? But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football.
And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Dancing to his left. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
A 7-yard gain on the play.
Play action. Now Jackson. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
There's another example what defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They gave up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Chargers will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10.
Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 15. They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. On the end around, here comes Williams. Fighting through at the 25.
Well, it certainly appears that in this game, someone has decided they're going to open up their playbook. First quarter, and we see that play. I like their style.
Running on first down, Eckler. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Next, the receivers help spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert rolling to his left. He finds his target, Allen. And all the way down to the 17-yard line.
Rashawn Slater, 1st-round pick in 2021, guilty there.
Herbert. Forced out to his left. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Odafe Oweh able to get outside the numbers and drop him for a loss of a yard.
Time long in punt formation for the Chargers.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully points.
58 yards rushing for him in this first half as he has certainly carried over his regular season success into the playoffs. Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Tackle made there by the safety, Derwin James.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Joey Bosa, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Now it's Jackson. Wide open receiver complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A big connection on that one. 34 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down.
And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there.
Well, the Ravens are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another 1st down. They got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. Tucker with the extra point. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
And here's a throw that's taken in by the tight end Cook. Gets by him, and now a little daylight. And all the way down to the 5. A big play there for L.A.
Big plays always wind up being a big theme as we get rolling these playoffs, and the defenses that can avoid giving them up, well, they're the teams that tend to go far. You may not eliminate those big plays, but if you can limit them, then you got a chance to get to the ultimate game.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half. Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Chargers have taken the lead. Hopkins with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7.
So the extra point good, and the roughing call going to move the ball out to the 50 for the kickoff.
And I think this is a good chance to pin them deep if you can land the kickoff inside the 5-yard line or so. Gain some field position for your defense.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Charger drive about to get going. Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. Flush to his right. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down. What a dimension this man brings to this defense. He had his mind set there that he was going to get in and make that tackle. He really flew to the football. And now a timeout defensively after that 1st down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. 8 yards to go on 2nd down. The final shot before the break for Herbert. He's airing it out for Williams. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Both teams trying to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. Now, this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone and tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Charger drive about to get going. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
Play action. It's Herbert. Looking deep downfield. Left sideline, a dive, and it looks like he's got it. A big gain that time for the Chargers.
They came out with an aggressive mindset to start the 3rd quarter, and I wouldn't be surprised to see them take more of these type of deep shots as this game moves along. They connected there. They expect to connect on more before this one's over.
They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
Herbert off of play action. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Eckler. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass.
Got a man. It's Allen for the Charger touchdown. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Chargers take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point good by Hopkins. And it's now 21-7. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that leads you into bigger errors.
From the 31, Jackson. Flushed out right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
This one swung out to Williams. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Escaping the pressure right.
Looking for Bateman. He's got him complete.
And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
Very nicely done there on the reception, and what an impact this rookie made on this offense, Charles, in the regular season.
Yeah, he's a big part of why they are where they are. He stepped into an important role, embraced it, and in a lot of ways expanded it, and immediately made a connection with his quarterback.
Jackson.
We are just a couple miles east of the LAX airport, just off the 405 or the 105 at the beautiful SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. Straight ahead, it's Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a great one in store between the Baltimore Ravens and the Los Angeles Chargers. The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC Wild Card game. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. Here's the first carry for Austin Ekeler. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Ekeler going to get it again on second down. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. Well, this defense for the Ravens, they were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield, but all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you. And how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
So I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that.
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Ekeler, 26 yards. And the Chargers will strike first here, this wild card matchup. Hopkins with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And no return on this one. It's a fair catch, a signal for and taken. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Off the play fake, Jackson. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away, and he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A big play that time through the air. 36 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
The first carry now. This is Williams. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left in no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
This is caught by Williams. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And just like that, it's third down. Jackson steps away to his left. First down and more for Jackson. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.
These type of plays are backbreakers for a defense. They thought they had him hemmed in, thought they were going to get him on the ground with the pass rush, but were unable to do so. He gets away, picks up a big first down, and sets up first and goal inside the 10.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with second down coming up.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Williams will try again. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Here comes the return from the very back of the end zone.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way.
But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, it's Chuck Clark picking it off. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Offensively, when you see cover 2, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. 2nd and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it? Jackson's throw into the hands of Andrews. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Ravens.
7-7, our score after 1. 7-7. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They try the left side here with Williams. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Jackson now. And he's going to drop this off to Williams, complete. And in for the Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Tucker now to add the point after. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score. Ravens 14. Chargers 7. Justin
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. He's at the 40, 20, and he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Chargers.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
Well, let's be honest. A lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules And if you do, you're taking on some responsibility, but he was happy to do so there.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
They'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave them with 2nd and a yard. From the gun, it's Jackson. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. And this is a quarterback who's already had success on the ground in this first half, but this time they're able to hem him in.
And it's always different when you rush a mobile quarterback as opposed to a guy you know will be right back in the pocket. In this case, you got to make sure the inside pressure and the outside pressure match, and maybe even a second wave to make sure if he squirts free, you've got someone to tackle him.
Eluding the pressure right. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Joey Bosa, he's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down. Here's Sam Cook now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. Let's take it inside his own 40. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Chargers will be set up pretty well as they take over in great field position. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Always so many storylines when you're playing January football. And, Charles, you talk about this offense, their head coach, it's his first time in charge in the playoffs. And I think you and I were both kind of surprised by his demeanor and specifically his comments and his confidence at the press conference where he really all but guaranteed a victory.
Yeah, I was a little bit taken aback because you don't normally see that. And on one hand, it's like, all right, cool. He feels great about his team. But on the other hand, I don't think it's in his best interest to do that. How many playoff games has he won again, Brandon?
None.
So there's your answer right there. I guess what he was trying to do was fire up his team, but he has to make sure he doesn't fire up the other guys because there have been a lot of coaches who've made guarantees that are no longer coaching in this league.
So they'll say no to the 50-yard field goal try. Instead, the offense out there, they're going for it. They snap it to Herbert. And Allen's got it. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line.
Well, it all came together on that one, didn't it?
Big-time throw on 4th.
Now that had to feel good, didn't it? Taking that type of a gamble there and making it pay off. What a throw.
And tough as a receiver because no matter how perfect the pass, you know it's 4th down and you got to convert.
A little bit of extra pressure, but he overcame it.
And showcasing those strong legs on that run. Getting through one tackle. Now she winds up getting 8 there. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. 3rd and 2, Herbert. This is caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Michael Williams, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Chargers are going to take the lead. Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead is now 21-14. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. Flush to his right. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. And some room to work. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson flushed out right. He's going to look deep for Watkins. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. It's a big play there for Baltimore. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. They'll run it with Williams. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. Saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the 1st half. Tucker with the extra point, and we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21-all the score as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And with 40 seconds to go, that's, you'd think, time enough to try to mount a drive should they decide to do so. A run there on 1st down gets 3 up to the 28. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. He'll fire this one deep for Eckler. And got his man complete. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Herbert now. Escaping the pressure right. For Keenan Allen, that's complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the 1st half. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Here's Herbert. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
To the air again, Herbert. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And the Ravens are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. Well, they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick, whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or worse, a punt. This time they had that opportunity but didn't get it because you know the field shrinks that close to the end zone, and that allows the defense to tighten up their coverage, and they pick that one off.
Final play of the half here. It's Jackson.
Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body.
Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup as we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Both teams trying to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll hand this to Williams to start things out. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
And he's going to have a Ravens first down as he's able to get this up past the 40.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48.
44 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game.
He finds his way into the secondary again on this drive. They might want to try getting him down a little closer to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, what do they call that? Third level run, first level being the D-line, and linebacker second level, and the secondary the third. When you block it up well and you make the secondary do all the tackling, that will wear on a defense.
No gain on the play there. Second down.
The 26-yard line.
Now Jackson. Buying time to his left. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to bring up a third down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
3rd and 2. Here's Jackson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And he will have a Ravens first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2. So not quite a first and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. The former 3rd-round pick, Justin Jones, bringing the lumber that time. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Jackson. Flushed out right.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
3rd down and 6.
1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss. So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. And taken right at the 35. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And it's all on the line now, all even in this wild card matchup. Maybe their most important drive of the season coming up right now here, 1st and 10. Joey Bosa so strong, able to fight his way in there to make the play. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. Now it's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. It's a big play there for Baltimore. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. From the gun, Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. Touchdown! It's complete. Mark Andrews, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens have broken the tie.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Charger drive about to get going. They trail by a touchdown here in the 4th quarter. Their season, to be frank, it's on the line right now in this wild card matchup. And obviously points are a must here as they begin 1st and 10. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Play action. It's Herbert. Flush to his right. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yards.
On Herbert, his 3rd interception.
Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters.
And the Ravens are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
Well, NFL quarterbacks have learned the hard way. You're not going to get rich throwing against this guy. He's definitely too good. And this is now his second interception of the ball game. And if I'm running the offense, I've got to tell my guys, you've got to go work on the other corner.
They'll try and run down some clock with Williams. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. Play action. Now Jackson. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Joey Bosa able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Here's Sam Cook now as he'll kick it away for the second time. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. And this will be taken at the 13. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
And that's caught by Williams.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Herbert. That is caught. It's Williams. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Herbert going to throw. And his throw here is incomplete.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. Taken from about the 12.
offense set at the line for this next drive. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk-reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that.
Well, there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Now Jackson. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And he'll get a fair amount of yardage back, but now it's 4th down. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. On is the punter Cook, who sends it away. Taken from just outside the 30. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit 000. The Charger drive about to get going. Tie game, and barring something incredible here, we're likely headed to overtime.
What I would do is either hand it off inside or more likely to take a knee and let the clock run out. Because if I'm back there trying to throw and a sack happens, the ball comes free, I can lose the game here. If I get to overtime, I can still win it.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Overtime in a playoff game, awesome setup. Remember, the rules the same as they would be in the regular season.
That's exactly right, Brandon. Remember, the receiving team, if they score a touchdown, game is over. But if they kick a field goal or don't score, the other team gets a chance to get the football. They get a possession. If they go down and score, they win the football game at that point. If both teams kick field goals, we keep playing. If a defense scores, let's say the receiving team gets the ball, doesn't score, or they throw a pick six or fumble, gets picked up, the defense scores, game over. But here's the best part. In a regular season, only one period is played. We could call it a tie. Here, we're going to play until we have a winner.
The Charger drive about to get going. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to him, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
Yeah, part 1 is done. Now part 2. Now left side on the swing pass. Got room for Eckler. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. A huge play there in overtime.
And how about that? So many times the big play is what does it in overtime. They got one there, move the ball past midfield, and now you know they're on the move, looking to score the game-winning touchdown because a field goal won't finish the game.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Now movement up front. I think they're going to get one of the Charger linemen. That's going to set them back 5 yards. A handoff, it's Eckler. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely, pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Herbert flushed out right. And he's going to lose a yard or 2, taken down behind the line. It's a loss of a yard, so they'll wind up crediting him with a sack, and it brings up 3rd down. Coming up on a 3rd and 9, opening drive of overtime as they look to convert. Now it's Herbert. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Defensively now, the ultimate challenge. Of course, the ball gets in the end zone, this thing's over.
And I remember my coaches always talked about in goal line situations, and now you're in overtime where they have to keep them to 3 points. Otherwise, this thing is done. Win your individual battle within the framework of the team defense. Beat that guy across from you and make a play. I expect them to attack on defense and not sit back.
Brings up second and goal at the Ravens 7-yard line.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on second and goal. It's Ekeler again. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to third and goal. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settle it, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys, poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect.
Oh, and it's intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. It's a foot race. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
How about that, being able to put the big check marks up in the locker room, right? Yeah, you know, get to the wild card game, check, got that done. Win a wild card game, big check. Now you've got to go ahead and set your sights higher. There is a bigger prize out there, and they still have an opportunity.